Greetings and salutations, Bumble Butts. This is T for B's for November 16th, 2023. My name is Pete, and I'm joined in the hive by my good buddies here. We're joined by we got AJ.
What's up? My name's AJ.
We got Justin.
Hey there.
And we got Cody.
Howdy. We didn't practice the
All
points
right.
for 5 minutes before the start.
No, that was totally organic.
Never.
So, the steep is deep for this week. Came up with that line. I'm pretty proud of it. Steep is deep. That's T. So, we have got nominations for Game of the Year. They are in, and there's a title that's very conspicuous in its absence. Does Starfield stink? Mm-hmm. Are the Game Awards even legit? I don't know, but we're going to be talking about it. Also on the docket, we've got celebrity number 6. I don't know what that is. You might not know what that is. But within the next hour, we're all going to be experts. We're all going to be experts because Cody is going to give us a presentation on whatever, I almost said the word that I'm not supposed to say, whatever the heck it is. Speaking of celebrities, we're talking musicians. We're talking a festival. We've got some news about the When We Were Young festival, right, for 2024. We got, I believe, breaking news there. We've got a topic with some real potential to get heated. Heated in more ways than one. We've got some good old-fashioned homoerotic discussion. What better way for our audience to learn about us than to learn about our taste in men? It's truly the window to the soul. But before we get into any of that, we're talking GTA 6. Are you about to pay by the hour to pay for GTA 6? Are you about to take out a second mortgage on your house to play GTA 6? Because the way the games are priced, potentially about to change forever. We got some hot takes by the Take-Two CEO, and we'll send it to Justin here, or CEO publisher. We'll take a man with Strauss.
Somebody that's like a toaster strudel.
Right? Yeah, so we got words from a toaster strudel.
I think the CEO of Take-Two has got some crazy things to say about the future of gaming. And if it's up to him, we'll all be paying for the hour, by the hour. Let's see. Well, Forbes has to say about this is, while Take-Two is riding high on their announcement of GTA 6, this trailer coming, its CEO has some interesting ideas on how much video games should cost. Part of the contingent of executives that believes games are underpriced given their cost, length, or some combination of the two. This, of course, is Ross Zenlik, who was paid $42.1 million last year by Take-Two, told investors that he views his pricing philosophy for games, but since he can't be applicable, he thinks GTA is one of the best values on the market. And here's what he said. In terms of our pricing for any entertainment property, basically the algorithm is the value of the expected entertainment usage, which is to say the per hour value times the number of expected hours, plus the terminal value that is perceived by a customer in ownership. If the title is owned rather than rented or subscribed to. Does that make any fucking sense to you?
Wait, did people dissect that as he thinks the game should be paid by the hour?
Yeah. That is certainly how it was aggregated into headlines for clicks by real scumbag reporters. Names won't be named here, but I can't even imagine doing such a thing to aggregate that into a headline. Yeah. My understanding of what he's discussing is essentially saying that because GTA 5, obviously a game that's been played for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours by a lot of people, why would you paid $60 for that, but you're also paying $60 for, a game that goes for 8 hours or something like that? I think that's the argument in essence.
Okay, so when he's talking about the overall value of it, is he talking to like the consumer or like investors?
I think he's talking about the value to the company and how much money they're making from the game they created. I mean, yeah, remember, GTA Online raked in billions of dollars for Take-Two through their online, and I expect the exact same thing was going to be in GTA 6. Probably just to copy-paste GTA Online.
The most GTA thing I ever did, I refused to buy online currency for GTA 5, and there were some massive exploits to glitch the money, but then they would find accounts with glitched money, so you had to then bet and wager it on races to actually clean your glitched money. in GTA Online. I was
Oh my
laundering
God.
money. I laundered money for
You
other
laundered-
people in GTA Online, and I never
Wow.
got my account banned.
Is the
That's
statute of
wild.
limitations over
I
on that?
hope
Or are they gonna
Strudel
come
is
get
not
you?
watching.
Yeah, what is your
So-
what, don't tell your name on here either. Hopefully it's not the same.
That is the most GTA thing I've ever heard. GTA.
So it's Strauss Zelnick, who's the CEO of Take-Two, which is the publisher for GTA 6. So it's not even Rockstar, but I assume Take-Two. I don't know who sets the price or whatever. I assume at a minimum GTA 6 is going to cost us $70 because that's like the new industry
That's a new thing,
standard
yeah.
or whatever.
Mhm.
Do you think they'll go higher than 70?
for
Do you think they
sure.
could get
There'll
away
be
with
a-
it?
There'll be $80, $100 editions for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Well,
there'll
no,
be
I'm not even saying for a specialty
Base
edition.
game price?
Do you think? Yeah, do you think? Because it's kind of a clout check because they know people are going to fucking buy this game, and they're going to say, "Oh, you're going to pay $70 for the new whatever Nintendo title that comes out." That obviously is really refined. I'm a big Nintendo guy, but you're going to pay $70 for a new Nintendo game that's supposed to be 8 to 10 hours of gameplay. Well, you know you're going to be able to get
I don't know. I bet they'll
infinitely
go
whatever
70
hundreds
base
of
price.
hours.
So they'll do 70 base price, but there'll be parts of the game left out to purchase later through DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think? And now, I don't think Strauss is listening. I don't want to give him any ideas, but how high would you go if they were like, yeah, it's going to be $80? I assume most people would do it.
I'm
But
not
if
big
it's
into
100,
GTA
you know?
anymore,
My
so I
cap
don't
is
know.
probably 200.
200. Strauss, don't listen.
Yeah.
Strauss.
Are you
Put away
kidding?
Strauss.
I purchased that on my
Wow.
Xbox 360, my Xbox One, and PC. So I'm already pushing 200 on that game.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume I think 70 is a fair
Can
assumption.
you
but,
imagine they just $200?
It's just $200.
That
Like,
would be
fuck you. What are you going to
insane.
do about it?
Well, you just put it on the internet, so now big Strauss, the big strudel over there is going to be thinking about
That would be
it.
such a
Come
power
in.
move. They'd move copies. It'd be
I know, like, there's been a lot of discussion about like what because there's games that are exclusive to Game Pass. There are games that are there's no per hour or anything out there, obviously, because that doesn't make any fucking sense. You're gonna clock in
Imagine
so they can
Minecraft
charge you
per hour.
Oh my god, dude, it'd be insane.
Yeah.
But I guess there is something to be said about the games like Minecraft. Like, I paid the same amount for Minecraft for like fucking Ark, and I played Ark for like 30 minutes and I fucking hated it. You know, like versus I paid
Sidebar, we're
$40
gonna
or
play some
some
Ark
shit.
together then because you've not
Have
experienced.
Ark, okay, Ark's a whole story. My buddy David, fuck you, David. He talked me into getting it. He's like, "Oh, this would be so sick." We didn't play on a private server. We played on a public server. Got griefed over and over again. Gave up. Never touched it again. It's really not Ark's fault. We did it wrong. Should have been private. He never played it with me again. We spent $60 on that shit, and it was a complete fucking bummer because he kept saying we play. We never did. That's a whole sidebar.
My
Fuck
next
you, David.
PowerPoint is going to be on how good Ark is, and it's going to be just
My
for
next
you.
PowerPoint is going to be on. It's going to say.
Great game as long as
5
you're not
minutes.
playing against Cody.
It's just gonna say
True.
fuck David and fuck.
It's gonna say
Ark
"fuck
too.
you, David." Here's why. Here's how you suck. No, but that's probably a bad example. I'm sure I can find. But you'd pay $60 for a big AAA title that fucking stinks, like
Are you
Far Cry or
talking?
something like
Are you
that.
talking about Cyberpunk 2077?
It stinks.
Speaking
Probably the
of
most
spending
recent-
$70 on a game that stinks, the next
Oh,
game on our docket.
that was a hot toss. The game of the year, the Game Awards, just the Game Awards, who I think are legit, right? Have we decided as a community that what they have to say matters?
I
They're the
mean,
big
I
one,
think
right?
so.
yeah.
They're the
I mean,
fucking
for me,
Emmys
I
of,
got this
games.
sound bite that gets used in our Discord all the time from the Game Awards last year, which is Martin Scorsese saying,
I may come.
which
Yeah.
is huge.
that gets
That's
used
big.
a lot, so
big.
that definitely
does.
cemented the Game
Okay.
Awards for me.
So the Game Awards, they're legit. Does anybody have that? Can somebody pull up the list of nominations?
Yeah,
got
I can pull it up. Let's see. So
Okay,
we got
'cause
a
yeah,
bunch.
Game of the Year nominations pulled up right now.
Holy
Is the
crap.
list of Game of the Year games out right now, or is
Yeah, it's on the Game Award website. They've got the nominees listed.
So
Oh,
There's
there
a
we go.
missing game that
a
potentially may stink.
ton. They have a ton of different. So, I mean, here I'll just read the categories because there's a lot of games.
well, you could
So
just
they
cover
have-
just Game of the Year too. because that's what
Oh, just Game of
Starfield
the Year?
didn't make it
So
into.
Just
Game of the Year has Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
So yeah, names that I think almost anybody would have expected, right? The buzz around, especially like Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man 2, Tears of the Kingdom, like those were like all consuming. Not that the other ones weren't, but like those are titles you expect. The other big title that it felt like when it came out was like the belle of the ball. Not necessarily in a great way or whatever, but it was very high rate of discussion. Everybody was talking about Starfield
I mean,
when it came out.
I think it's funny though because like Alan Wake 2's only been out since like the 27th of October, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not picking Starfield." And
Well,
Super
and
Mario
Spider-Man
Wonder just
2.
came out.
did that
a
one
Well,
week-
didn't
also
2 weeks
Spider-Man
ago?
2 just
Yeah.
come out too?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So they were just like, "Sorry, Starfield, goodbye."
They were like, yeah, we heard it's good, and there's not enough. There hasn't been enough time on the internet to tell us it's bad. Because I bet you, if this came out 2 weeks into the release of Starfield, it'd probably be on the list because people were pretty. I mean, they were torn on it, but it was hot topic discussion. Did anybody here
God.
play Starfield?
Yes.
For about
Okay, I played like
Yeah.
20 minutes, so I
played,
need somebody to tell me about it.
I didn't even
Couple
think
hours?
about it.
Couple hours. What's going on in there?
It was. I wanted it to be Space Skyrim, and it didn't even feel like Space Skyrim. It's equally as broken as other Bethesda games.
Oh, so do you think given time it's going to get better? Or do you think it's?
For
You
me,
know.
probably not.
Oh,
I mean, it makes sense why it's not in this list. I haven't played. I've only played 3 of these games, but Tears of the Kingdom is maybe the best video game I've ever played.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Baldur's
that
Gate
feels
3 is a
obvious.
close second to the best video game I've ever played, and then I just started playing Super Mario Wonder. It's like a Mario acid trip.
hell yeah!
It actually
I
seems
see,
like
I
it
had
does
a
a
fun-
lot for the 2D platform in Mario games. It's
Okay.
pretty good so far.
The last time I played one of those 2D Super Mario games, I don't know who the fucking Nintendo was in charge of naming games, but they fucking stink at it. I mean, Super Mario Wonder, I like that, but they had the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe 2018 edition or whatever the fuck. They had just like a goddamn alphabet soup for a name.
Beautiful.
But that was the last time I did it, and it felt like it was just like it was a cash grab, is what it felt like. But
So
Well,
I
to hear
do
that's
know,
correct.
as much as I love Baldur's Gate 3 and Tears of the Kingdom, both top video games I've ever played, I've never played Spider-Man 2, but that one might get my vote because Spider-Man 2 is obviously takes place in New York City, and it's a very accurate recreation of New York City. Now, Cornelia Street in Spider-Man 2 intersects with 13th Avenue,
no.
Beautiful.
which is not correct, and that means someone on the Spider-Man 2 team is a Swiftie.
Absolutely.
what does that mean? Don't explain the reference to me. Just keep
so
moving. I don't
You
want
Taylor
just
Swift,
know,
favorite
just
number is
know.
13,
You don't
okay?
need to even understand the
then-
reference. It was maybe my favorite Easter egg that's shown up in a game.
So cool. I'll never
Um,
swing on Cornelia Street again. That's so fucking perfect.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, so R.I.P. Starfield, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, so for me, Baldur's Gate, I had a phenomenal time with the first 2 acts, but the third one fucking stunk.
No
Right?
spoilers.
Like, was that
No
everybody?
spoilers.
We're
I
No spoilers. It's not even about story to me. It's more about we'll go no spoilers for sure. I had a great time in the first couple acts, but the third one to me was just a complete wet fart. Is that what everybody else had? Or
why?
do you guys like it?
No,
Well, no
well,
spoiling
you're
it.
saying
What do
no
you-
spoilers.
I
What do you
know, but I
mean?
want to.
No, you
What
can't.
about it?
I haven't gotten
The
there.
Neither have we.
I haven't got
Okay,
there.
well, I don't
either.
want to influence
Well,
anybody's.
I'm at like the end of Act 2.
Because, okay, I will say, hey, it might not just. Okay, well, fuck, now you're at the end of Act 2. I don't want to fuck this up for you. I'll say Gavin, my buddy Gavin, our buddy Gavin, you guys know Gavin.
Yeah.
some
I know
know
Gavin.
Anyway, Gavin fucking loved the third act. And he played through, got all the endings for all the characters and shit. So, like, he was super into it. So it might just be a me problem, but I wasn't loving it. But that
Well,
could be a me problem. I don't want to taint your opinion now. Now that I know you guys are in Act 3, I don't want to fuck it up.
Late.
It's a great
you
game.
can't do
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
I'm
It's a
gonna be
great
halfway
game. It's a
through
great
Act
game.
3 and be like, God, I love
wrap
this.
up Act 2 and go, well, fuck this game. Pete said this sucks. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
waste
Oh,
my
you're gonna
time
have the
here.
most soulless Act 3 ever.
Too late for a Steam return.
Well, I'm
So-
sure Baldur's Gate 3 was easily the game I played the most this year, but I would probably throw my vote on Tears of the Kingdom. But
Yeah, I think
Who
it's
am I?
got to
I'm
be
just a
Tears of
guy.
the Kingdom for me. That
So
game is so good.
what I'm seeing is that they did put a patch through, like a beta patch update on Starfield that people are saying should have been like the game that people got when it was released. And that brings just like a whole nother point of like developers and, well, I guess it would just be like game companies releasing games that are just like half-ass done and putting through
Mhm.
patches, because the game probably would have done really well and maybe even made the list, but they decided to just like release this game that just kind of sucks, which is sad.
yeah, and it's
for them,
becoming a
like, too
tale as
bad.
old as time. They get that cutoff date, they get their publish date, and whether or not it's ready, when you have these big corporations behind it, they're gonna push it out. So like Starfield, Cyberpunk. I mean, I guess No Man's Sky wasn't necessarily like a huge company or whatever, but like
Well,
I don't know, it's kind of
they
commonplace that it's
overpromised.
gonna stink when it comes out.
Yeah.
They way
Yeah.
overpromised and underdelivered. I mean, with two people doing it, you're kind of
I just
stuck.
I just don't know how Todd Howard could do this to us after hitting us with Fallout 76. I don't know how he does it twice.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
and
God,
this is
I
a bummer.
forgot
This,
about Fallout
It's
76.
rude, to be
yeah,
honest.
such a bummer. When I was when I built my first gaming PC, and by that, when my buddy David, who I said fucking sucks
Fucking
earlier, when my
David.
buddy David, my buddy David built my first gaming PC, so I'm redacting my David sucks sentiment from earlier, but it was just in time for the release of Fallout 4, which was like the biggest deal ever to me. So it's kind of a bummer that it's ended up this way, with 76 obviously stinking it up, and then Starfield allegedly stinking it up. Allegedly. Okay, well, speaking of, I don't know, stinking it up, I don't know what this next topic is. I don't even know what celebrity number 6 is in the first place.
That is what I'm here
so-
to let you know.
Hell yeah.
So we got a PowerPoint here ready. This started when we did episode 0 last week, which will probably never see the light of day. We'll see, maybe it'll be
Well, not after what AJ said.
premium. Yeah, that was shocking to be transparent.
What?
Um,
What? To what? Wait. First, it's the lights, and now
so
I'm feeling
Oh,
really
no.
attacked.
So-
Okay.
when I presented this topic, and we were going to cover it on episode number 0 because I had just come across it. I ended up holding off on covering it because I wanted to be able to know a little bit more about it. Since then, I have been digging in and researching this topic, and it has consumed my life, and maybe yours too by the end of it. We'll see. But all right.
For the audio only listeners, if that even exists yet, this is the part where Cody has to do everything all at once at the big production table over there,
Yes.
and he's
Yeah,
got
we're
to get
going-
us switched over to the.
We're going audio
slideshow.
only here. Full screen this. Okay. All right. Who is celebrity number 6? I'm going to pull you guys back up
Am I
so I
supposed
can
to
see you.
I say,
I
are
supposed to be
you
able to
sharing
see?
this where we can see this?
Yeah, you'll have it
Okay.
Okay,
in time.
In due time.
in time. Patience is a virtue, they say.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Well, I'm getting like
That's kind of creepy.
Yep.
vibe.
This is the question right here. Who is celebrity number 6? All right. My journey into hell.
Great. Okay.
Wow.
I'm happy
Yep.
that my lights are
Wow.
on now.
Yep.
Should I turn my lights to
All
red?
right. This all started Monday, January 27th, 2020 at 9:10 p.m. Finland time, which I discovered only has one time zone. All right, this is where our journey starts.
Is that the only place that has that time zone?
No, I'm pretty sure it goes straight down.
Okay,
Well, it's because they're shaped like
Finland
a.
time.
Yeah, it's because they're
Because
like an
I thought
eggplant,
because
maybe.
they're fake.
All right, Monday, January 27th, 2020,
Okay, they're not
9:10 p.m. Reddit
Beautiful.
user Tonsta H posted in the subreddit. Tip of my tongue. Okay, this was the post.
Mm-hmm.
Tip of my tongue. Who are these celebrities / movie stars on this fabric? Right. This was the image associated with it.
Okay. Yep.
Had this piece of fabric, wondering who all these people are. Do you guys know any of these people?
Yeah. Some of them look recognizable.
Is that Rihanna?
No,
That's actually a
none
good
of
guess.
these. None of these are people. They all. It kind of is like.
They
like
are
one
all
of them
people.
kind of looks like Zac Efron.
Yes.
I think. Okay.
Yes. One of them does kind of look like Zac Efron.
They got like Sean Patrick Harris or whatever. Not Neil Patrick Harris. Sean. Yeah, anyway, sorry.
One of them looks like what is her name? Let's see. Let me
Oh,
see if
Orlando Bloom.
Yes, Orlando Bloom is one of
definitely
them.
Orlando Bloom.
there's oh gosh. Why can't I think of her name?
All right, well, this is exactly what the comment section under this first post started to do back in 2020, right? And then slowly, one by one, they were all identified. Almost all. So number 1, Adriana Lima from the XOXO fashion brand. There's the actual photo.
Not Rihanna. Not
taken
Rihanna
in
at all.
1999.
Damn.
Next, Josh Holloway from Lost, if anyone's ever seen that. GQ Magazine
Okay.
Man of the Year event 2004. Okay. This, Adriana Lima gets to be on there twice from Victoria's Secret
Also, not Rihanna.
Angels Across America tour.
I don't see
2004.
Rihanna at all.
Next, Jessica Alba from the Teen
There we
Choice
go,
Awards
Jessica Alba. That's what I was thinking of.
in 2007.
She's not.
So
Is
this
she on
is
there
the
twice?
newest image, the newest photo on here, which will become important later. Number 5, Travis Fimmel, WB up front, 2003. There's the exact photo that was used. Ian Somerhalder, ABC Winter Press Tour Party 2005, another Lost cast member.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 8, Orlando Bloom. Okay, that leaves one
That
unidentified
girl.
here.
We
There's a girl.
skipped number
Okay.
6.
Right here. We did skip number 6 because this is number 6 right here. I see this picture in my sleep now, by the way. I literally, as I close my eyes to go to bed, it's this goddamn face. Yeah? Don't worry. We got options here. This fabric is still for sale from a Czech company. This seems to be the original product. The product Q number or the product ID number down at the bottom there is the same at all the vendors. This seems to be the origin company.
Doom Latex dot check.
Yeah, it is sold out currently. I did check. Now, this here, I'm not going to read all of this, but there are pages and pages going into reaching out to these companies and their designers. This ended up being a dead end, getting anywhere. TLDR, the designer is unknown. The fabric was made sometime between 2007 and 2009. So that ended up resulting in nowhere. Some of the theories around why no one wants to list their designers around this when they list their designers for other fabrics is because a lot of these are just owned by Getty Images and have a light filter run over them. But it was probably between those dates. Some dates put it as new as 2015, but it seems to be it was made between 2007 and 2009. So who is it? Who's the person? Right? Well, this is a video. It doesn't play. This is scrolling through. There's a whole subreddit dedicated to finding this person. It is very active. I have spent a lot of time on this subreddit researching this, and
saying there's like daily updates to this.
oh yeah.
This is ongoing.
This is ongoing. Yep.
Wow.
So now the top guesses. Oh, it is going to play. Look at that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is ongoing. The guesses are all over the place. The list of people it can be are. There's one, and there's the. Could this be Chris Tucker?
That's what
Spoiler alert. It is not. That's
Tucker.
about the only thing I
Chris
can
Tucker.
confirm here. Top guesses so far. So these are some of the top contenders right here. Jane Windsor was a front runner here. Specifically once these photos were found. So facial structure matches. Now you'll see this isn't the exact photo,
The eyes.
but eyebrow shape, eyes, mouth. Now we'll
But the
cover.
eyes slant up a little bit.
the eyes
The
aren't right.
spacing.
So the different angles.
Could be another. It could be
So
another.
this is
picture from the
tilted
same
kind of
shoot.
down. This is tilted kind of up. Possible. This was a strong lead for a long time until Jane Windsor herself confirmed. Someone reached out on Reddit or on Instagram DM and said, "Hello, please forgive me for asking if you've been asked this before, but is this you?" And sent an image of celebrity number 6, to which she responded, "Hi there, it's not me, and I'm afraid I don't recognize the model either.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't help." Okay, so that one was shut down. Next top runner right here. This one took some convincing for me, but I do see where people are coming from. Yep, that's what I thought. This is was the number one theory for the longest time. So it's a photo of Brad Pitt from a GQ photo from 1994. Time-wise would fit. Celebrity status would certainly fit. Outfit in this photo would fit if it was other photos from this. Now you'll notice a few issues. He's got some stubble on the face. Can't see the ear. Right here.
No
so,
way.
With general jaw shape is okay. Yeah, I wasn't disappointed as well. I still wouldn't go hard at this image. Now there are some differences, but if you notice here, Josh Holloway, stubble, the stubble was removed. Now people have run through filters. The stubble was purposely removed from this photo. Most of the time this filter would add that. Look at the photo of Orlando Bloom there. There's hands holding some beads. Those hands were taken out and a little bit of the shirt was re-added. So the artist did do some changes. Now, it would be a lot of changes to turn that into that. But this became such a popular theory that so many people were 100% sold on it. The subreddit had to run a poll on this and to see if it was solved or not solved, because enough people claimed it was completely solved with Brad Pitt. Landed on not solved, and anytime anyone brings up Brad Pitt now, they just post this image saying, that's not it. All right? So, I ended up spending way too much time on this. Who do I think it is? Well,
we got the homebrew theories?
We got the homebrew theories, and my excitement level, but hold on, I'll get to it.
There's no. Are you the guy that solved celebrity number 6?
I want to be, and I think I can be.
Okay.
Well, I'm growing less confident the more I dig into it. Now, one thing you'll notice out of all of these photos, when it comes to number 6, that's probably, I feel like probably a model, because that looks like an editorial shoot. That's the only one that has like controlled lighting. See the shadowing on her face? No one else has that. So I think that leads toward model. The one thing that does concern me, so Travis Fimmel right here was not famous at all at the time. He became famous years later doing the World of Warcraft movie and the Vikings show, which worries me a little bit, because if number 6 was equal levels of fame as Travis Fimmel at that time, which wasn't very famous, and then never got famous, this could be a wild goose chase.
Is Travis Fimmel American, or where is he from? Is he from one of the Scandinavian countries or something?
I don't remember.
Because he could have been locally famous to the designer, wherever the designer was
True.
from.
The designer is thought to be from the U.S., but that's not for sure either. I think
Travis Fimmel is from Australia.
It's a French model, Philippa Hamilton. So overall face structure fits pretty close. And in February, of 2023, this was posted from Philippa Hamilton's Instagram because she thinks it might be her as well.
That
Now,
one on the bottom left, especially, it's not straight on, but that look.
the one in the bottom left, and then the actual the magazine cover in the bottom right. Now, this was posted in February of 2023. Since February of 2023, people have been trying to get their hands on that magazine in the bottom right there. Because there could be a photo shoot in there that is celebrity number 6. It's the magazine cover right there. Now, as I was researching this 2 days ago, this post was made right here.
Whoa!
Oh my god, someone found it.
By Super
Someone
Scabo.
found the magazine.
Posted on the celebrity number 6 subreddit. The title of the post was "Found!" with a photo of the magazine. Now that leads you to believe found as in found the magazine, or they found the image.
I mean, how do you not go through that magazine before you make that post?
That was the problem. All right. Now this was posted. There was a time period of 8 hours between this post and the response from the poster. I can't tell you how many times.
He's just watching his karma.
Yeah,
just watching his karma
exactly.
fly up.
Dirty tactic, but honestly, I have respect for it. And I refreshed. That's probably the most times I've ever refreshed a Reddit post until I refresh.
Oh no!
And this shows up
Oh,
from Super Scabo.
no.
This is not the magazine you are looking for. Sorry, nothing found.
Disaster.
Inside the magazine. And
but what if it?
Honestly,
what if it was from
this fucking image right here just continues to haunt my mind.
Oh my god.
Right there, it just lives on, staring me down.
So when they do the photo shoots, right, for something like that magazine, right, and they're having a big like media whatever, they take a shit ton of pictures, obviously.
Yeah.
So what about the ones that never saw the light of day, or at least that didn't make it to the magazine? If they were published somewhere.
So all of the other images were pulled from the location of those images is known. There's no reason to believe that the artist had access to an image that was never posted. The current company that is selling the fabric was reached out to, and they said they reached out to the designer of the fabric, who is no longer with the company, and the designer of the fabric, according to them, said they pulled all of their photos from a 2015 copy of Hello Fashion Design magazine. The problem with that is Tonsta H says he has had the fabric before 2015.
Oh.
And other people have confirmed that they have had the fabric before 2015 as well. So the question, another theory is that it was a typo and they meant 2005 copy of Hello magazine, which there is a 2005 copy of Hello Fashion magazine that includes the Jessica Alba photo and both Adriana Lima photos, but nothing else.
Dang.
So the solution is very obvious. A time traveler went back in time with a 2015 magazine, and they left it in the past, and that guy found it and then used that picture.
And that's why it's like 2015 and 2005, you know?
Now I have one. You might have covered this, but we keep saying fabric. What is it? Is it like a roll of fabric?
It's a piece of fabric you can sell. There, you can buy just by the yard.
Okay, that's sure.
Mm-hmm. Why do you need that fabric? That's just a weird fabric print. I don't like. Imagine just seeing somebody wearing that as like a fucking shirt. Like I would just be creeped out. Like
I was gonna say, I'm not big on the fabric game, but I don't know what you'd use that for, but I'm sure there's. So like, okay, because obviously
nice
all the
curtains, all right.
No, that would be weird. As
why would you do that?
If I showed up at somebody's house and they had those curtains, I'd leave. I'd be like, "Wow, it was really nice seeing your house. Love your curtains. Oh wow, it sounds like my grandma died. I really have to go.
I
Goodbye.
have a window and a curtain right here. And if I can get a hold of that fabric, that is what will be on there. For sure.
Oh wow.
Okay, here's an idea for you. Try this. Take the pattern, edit it so that it's that light blue and the other pictures are red, and then wear 3D glasses and see if you learn anything
See if you
about
learn
it.
anything. I haven't seen that. I've seen hundreds of recreations of that photo. I've seen people run that photo through AI to make it look like a human and then run that human through reverse AI.
Oh, wow.
Problem is so many details are stripped when you put that like pop art filter on it.
Yeah, there's like nothing there. Well, I hope we get an update on this. You know, I don't like
Oh, I'll
an
keep
unsolved
you
mysteries.
posted. I'm invested at this point.
Yeah, clear. I mean, you've been up all day and all night just
That-
thinking about it.
The PowerPoint had like an eighth of everything I had written down.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that is a mystery of intrigue because immediately I saw it and I was like, okay, just reverse image search, and then it became clear how much has gone into this.
I think part of the appeal to it when I first came across it, when I first came across it from a post on the Taylor Swift subreddit, and it was a post asking asking what photos out there of Taylor Swift exist that look nothing like Taylor Swift. And the top comment, or one of the top comments at the time, was celebrity number 6. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? And then I came across it, and my initial appeal to it was like, okay, this can't be that hard. But that's
lies.
Yeah, I think that's the hook.
Lies.
That's how they get you.
It seems like you'd be able to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I assume somebody by now has gotten their hands on the 2005 copy of whatever, and they didn't. There was nothing else in there.
Yes.
Also, the fact they just admitted.
But there are
they
a
just
lot
admitted
of
where they stole the photos from, and then they're just we're still publishing this fabric, even though we just told you we stole it directly from those fucking guys over the magazine.
So the original manufacturer said they do not release their artists, but the original manufacturer also has a whole page on their website dedicated to their artists. So it is widely assumed that they just don't want to talk about that piece of fabric because they don't own the images that they were created from.
Okay.
But the company that sells it now did say, I don't know why they'd make up such an elaborate story. They said they reached out to the designer who made it. Another theory is that they just used the 2015 date because that's the last employment date of that designer. But the image may have come from Hello Magazine sometime between 2007 and 2009.
So somebody just got to start combing. So it's just going to be a matter of somebody working way harder.
The Jessica Alba photo could be from elsewhere. So it could be from Hello Magazine anywhere between like 1995 and 2009.
It sounds like the mission is simple. We have to go out and buy every single edition of Hello Fashion Magazine.
Yes.
Since its inception until at least 2015.
At least, just to be safe.
It's a public service for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, celebrity number 6 has been keeping Cody up all day and all night. Well, let's talk about something that's going to keep AJ and Justin up all day and all night.
That's like
2024. It's the When We Were Young festival. What's the news? What's the big story?
What's the big story? It's
you were talking.
It's a huge story. Yeah.
Wow.
There's so many artists. Well, we went this year. It was great. It's wonderful.
So did they just release the
yeah, they
list
just released it.
So this week they announced who was going to play the 2024 When We Were Young festival, and then they announced something I wasn't expecting.
I wasn't either.
Every band, I think almost every band that has signed up to play has committed to playing in full one of their very most iconic albums. For instance,
okay.
Headlining the show, My Chemical Romance is planning on playing in its entirety the Black Parade.
Wow.
And then it's just Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy. Yeah, who knows what Fall Out Boy is playing? They just
Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy. Under Oath is coming and playing They're Only Chasing Safety.
Oh my God.
We've got God, there's bands like August Burns Red is playing, which I believe
Oh.
was their debut album.
Oh.
Oh, you left. You left for a
Yeah,
second.
Justin's mic cut out there.
Oh,
They're playing Constellations.
Constellations. Emery is playing their debut album, The Week's End. 303 is playing. God, what's it called? Get it ready.
303 is playing Want, which is,
Want,
Oh.
you know.
Oh,
They're-
that's a miss.
Then we have A Day to Remember doing Homesick, which is going to be phenomenal.
Mhm.
Simple Plan, going to do No Pads, No Helmets,
Oh,
just
wait.
balls.
No, Want is the good album. Never mind.
Yeah, Want is the good
Want is
album.
a
Yeah.
good album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're vegetarians. They're not fucking scared of him.
Yeah.
Okay? Tell your boyfriend, I hope you know. All right? Tell him. Unfortunately, Escape the Fate's going to be there. That's really a bummer. Going to ruin my whole thing.
I like how
In
Fall
big
Out Boy
news,
is just listed with no album. They're the only one listed with no album.
I know. I just Fall Out Boy.
Hilarious.
Motion City soundtrack gonna be there. They're gonna be doing Commit This to Memory. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Get to cry with Mayday Parade.
The Wonder Years is
Phenomenal.
playing The Greatest Generation.
Yes.
That's huge.
Night Alive.
Mom Jeans
side.
coming to play Best Buds. Oh my god, I can't wait. That's gonna be just
Mhm.
fantastic.
We Found Glory, Sticks and Stones. All American Rejects playing the self-titled.
Hey, Monday's getting back together for this one. Cassidy Pope isn't gonna be singing country. She's gonna be doing pop punk.
The Used is
Coming
playing
back.
In Love and Death. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Coming back for the third year straight to the festival is Pearson Vale. They're the
They
only
are.
band.
They just keep coming back around. Which one are they? Hold on, they're playing.
They're playing Collide with the Sky. Oh my god, Armor
Oh my God, they're playing Collide with the Sky. That's so
Armor
good.
Sleep is playing We Do what to Do When You Are Dead, which is just a fantastic album if you have not listened to it.
State Champs is playing the
Are they
Fire
all
thing.
committed to playing the entire album? Because those
The entire album.
how many stages
Yeah.
are they gonna have? This is a long it's a lot of bands. That's a lot of
I don't know.
music
We'll
time.
find out. They've had five stages, and then they had 4 stages this past year.
But yeah, last year they had 4 stages. 2 of the stages were side by side, and they just alternated. When one band stopped, the other band started. And then they had 2 more stages where they basically had bands playing constantly, and they were on rotating stages. So like one band would finish, and then the other band would be set up, and the whole stage would turn around, and the other band was ready to go.
Yep.
So there was like 5-minute turnarounds, 5 minutes between bands.
That's cool.
I don't know if some of the bands. So like, I could see the bands on the main stage playing all of the songs, but the bands that are on the smaller stages or like earlier in the day only playing some of the songs.
So now you guys have this set list, has this been out, the band list been out for a while?
Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Okay. So
Yep.
do you guys have any first reactions of what your favorite thing to see would be?
Yes.
What?
I mean, yes.
So
Okay, let's hear AJ first, then Justin.
A Day to Remember. Hey Monday for sure. 303. August Burns Red. Motion City soundtrack. To be honest, there's too many. I would basically say
Do you have
almost
one
anything.
favorite though? What's your one
The
that
one
you can't miss?
The one that I honestly like, as weird as it sounds, the one that I will not miss is going to be Hey Monday, and that's just because Cassidy Pope is getting back together with that band specifically for this
Okay.
and not doing country. And I've never seen them live, and I wanted to see them live. And the one year I was supposed to see them live, I was not able to because I was not in Minnesota.
Justin, what's your number one?
It's hard not to say MCR right off the bat because that probably will be the best show. But Under Oath, it's going to be incredible watching Under Oath play. The Only Chasing Safety.
That'll be really good.
Listening to a huge crowd singing the bridge of I'm Drowning in My Sleep. I can't think of the name of the song off the top of my head, but it's going to be incredible.
That'll be really good.
So great. It's going to be
you guys-
wonderful.
So did you mention there's the one band that's coming back again?
Pierce the
Have they
Veil.
played
Pierce the
every
Veil.
edition?
Yes, they played.
Has nobody else been at all? This is the third one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so a lot of the bands signed up for next year were at the first show. But
So My Chemical Romance, A Day to Remember, Neck Deep, 303, Mom Jeans.
Jeans, yeah.
But
And
Pierce
then,
the Veil is the only one that's made it to all three.
yeah, there's only
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
other
I've just-
band, Tonight Alive, is one I want to see too because they're broken up and they're from Australia. And Jenna McDougall's so hot.
Oh, they're gonna be there.
Yeah. Oh God.
I only know one
great.
Tonight Alive song, and it's a cover
Of Mumford and
of
Sons.
Mumford and Sons.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I see Not a Surf on here, and the only song I know by them is the cover of Where's My Mind by the Pixies, but I do really like that song. If obviously I'm not in the same circle as you guys as far as music goes, so I'll give you the normie takes. MCR would be my biggest one. Them and Fall Out Boy. I'll give them some credit. Those,
Fall Out Boy
they're the
was
two headliners, but
really good this year. So when we went to see
Mhm.
them, even though they had to play a condensed set, they were still like, we're going to play, even though like it's going to be really not that great. And unfortunately, we can't play all the songs that you probably want us to play because this storm made you sit in the cars for like an hour or two. And then they played all the stuff and they were like, we have to stop at midnight. And then they did not stop at midnight.
Nice stuff.
They said, we really don't give a fuck about city ordinances. You can pay the fees, but we don't fucking care. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you,
were
guys.
fantastic live. That was such a good show.
see, there's no return for the Front Bottoms, which was definitely my go-to pick from
That
last year.
was a bummer.
Ah.
The Front Bottoms were fantastic.
Yes, I saw some
were
of
great.
that recorded by Justin, and then I saw some of Fall Out Boy from a TikTok live up on a hotel balcony.
AJ, who were you saying was from that broken up band that's super hot or whatever?
Jenna McDougall.
Jenna McDougall.
McDougal's
Well,
such
I
a
mean-
good last name.
It is a fucking sick last name.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of people that are
if I could change my name, it would be Scoot McDougal.
Scoot McDougall,
Yes,
I'd definitely be your friend if you were Scoot.
that's good. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. But speaking of people that are super hot, AJ is pretty gung ho about getting this next topic. Adamant.
Oh, am I?
This almost
Yeah, I've been-
headlined the episode.
I literally been thinking about it this entire time. All right, we're talking about who I think is hot, which is like Jenna McDougall, but that's not the topic of this. The topic of this one is the one, or if you couldn't pick, because I mean,
No,
there's
it's
just
one.
So many.
We got to
It's-
narrow it down.
All right, you got to narrow it down. Sorry, Justin, can't get it. You got to rein it in, buddy. You got to pick the one dude that you would doink. All right, so if you had to pick one, yeah, I know, Justin. You got to narrow that list of like 100 down to one. I'm so sorry. You got to just take it back.
We're gonna be able
Um,
to. Are we gonna be able to list some runner-ups and just pick the one, or
You can, yeah, if you want to list your top three, you can start with number 3, go to number 2, and then you can tell us your number 1. And if you want to tell us why they're your number 1, you can. But let's hear it. Let's hear
This topic
you know.
came to be as we were filming our episode 0 last week. We're coming up with topics for our first episode. I don't know who suggested the one dude to doink. I think it came up mid conversation from Pete, if I remember.
I think we were just
correctly.
chatting about doinking dudes in general for some reason. And I think I said somebody specifically. Oh, Timothy Chalamet. We were talking Timothy Chalamet, and I was like, yeah. And it turned out to who surprised, and actually not the one. The more I thought about it, Timothy Chalamet, not the one.
Not the one.
On,
Have you
on the
seen,
short list.
Have you seen his? I showed Cody, but have you seen his NFL skit of dancing like Troye Sivan? Because if you haven't, it's great. He does a really good job of it. Phenomenal. I'll send it to you. It's
no
great.
clue. Okay, so who's getting us started? Who's getting us start rolling on the doink?
I've got
You know,
mine ready, and
go.
I got
Go
some
ahead, Jordy.
visual examples that you guys won't be able to
Okay.
see. So, but I'm gonna see if you can identify it based on me talking. All right. So the
All right, let's
viewers
go.
will actually see. So
Okay.
we're gonna you'll get some clues
Chat.
here. All right. So this one, I mean, it was an easy pick for two reasons here. Okay. Reason number 2 is more important than reason number 1. Reason number 1, kind eyes. Look at those eyes. They are very kind.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo? Mark Ruffalo does have kind eyes.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. So you guys may not get that just based on audio cues here. Reason number 2 is actually more important. And it's a little glimpse into some personality here, right? So this is a tweet from 2011. And this tweet reads, I just saw a squirrel. I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread. And it straight up smashed all of it. I had no
Travis
idea
Kelce.
they ate bread like
Nice,
that.
Travis Kelce.
Ha ha.
Yeah, I saw it.
Hashtag crazy.
Squirrel spelled wrong too. It's SQUIER.
That's honestly part of the
SQUIREL.
appeal. That's part of the appeal. That all adds into it.
That's what it
It's
is.
interesting that you didn't pick the
That you didn't pick the man of the year almost
sex
nominee.
Yeah, I strongly disagree with People Magazine.
That's a throwback to episode 0. That again, because of age, I'll never see light day. So is that the one for you, or is that your runner up, or is that your?
Funny you should say the one.
What is that mean?
It's a Taylor Swift song.
That's an Easter egg.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, you got me again. So that's it. He's your guy.
Yep.
You like him? You like him big. 6'3", 6'4", whatever, 6'5".
Yeah,
big,
I want to
big
feel.
boy.
I want to feel small.
No, that's nice.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, you're so.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
so
like
little
5'4",
already.
so it doesn't take a whole lot.
No.
5'2"?
No. You're because I'm 5. Yeah, remember we measured up last night.
Yep.
You're 5'2". I know you want to round up, but
You
Stop
can't just give
doing
me
that.
that, huh?
no. I'm only 5'3". What do you mean? Get out of here.
There's nothing worse than you can do than like rounding up, you know, because
Yeah.
I'm 6'2" 3/4", right? So rounding up to 6'3" just sounds like I'm desperate
okay.
to be 6'3", you know? Yeah,
Yeah, and Justin's
You're 6'2"
only
3/4.
6'2" 3/4". No, I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
That's why I can't round up. I
Yeah.
can't pronounce. Yeah.
Yeah, and Justin is only 5'5". What do you mean?
Yeah. You know what's funny is I've never met Justin. You could have said any number, and I just would have had to agree. Seen him in person. You could have said any number, and I would have been like, "Yeah, sure."
I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin's 5'5". He lives in a tiny house.
8-foot
Okay.
doorway.
No, it is not.
8 feet.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
only
Okay,
5'5".
I'll give you the follow up here.
Well, if we're doing
'Cause
visual
I'll-
examples here.
You're in
for it.
a tiny room.
This is the ceiling right here.
This is
You and
the
your
part for the
5'2"
audio
room.
listeners where we stand far away from our microphones.
This is the part where I do tall guy or low ceiling. Nobody knows.
Okay, so for the doinking, we'll resume the doinking. I got a quick list of honorable mentions. I have 5 honorable mentions because of Timothée Chalamet. Sorry, I couldn't narrow it down.
There we go.
Joe Talbot, lead singer of Idols, not my type because he's kind of got this very masculine look. It's not really my thing, but he's hot. I fuck with it. Harry Styles, I know it's the basic pick, but he's nice, you know. Frank Ocean, that's partially motivated by the music, but also like he's pretty fucking hot. So, on the contingent that he shuts the fuck up, Jaden Smith,
On the contingent that he shuts the fuck up. He just doesn't talk. He just keeps his
Joe
mouth
Tell.
closed.
Nah, look, he can talk about like making music and like fucking hanging out with Kendrick or whatever, but he's not allowed to. Other than that, like no speaking. But also Jaden Smith. When you look at pictures of Jaden Smith, huge variety in his appearance. Like night and day. Looks like two different guys. But the more recent the Jaden Smith picture, the better. But the one was, it's pretty easy for me. At one point, I don't know if he still is, the funniest follow on back when it was Twitter, right? The funniest follow on Twitter, also the best thirst traps on Instagram. It's got to be Lil Nas X. Just pops off. Oh, great thirst traps on Instagram, hilarious on Twitter. So that's
Lil Nas X
it's personality. It's music.
The best follow you. I thought Lil Nas X
No,
followed
Lil Nas X
you.
doesn't follow me on hell no. You kidding me?
I don't mean to
if he
brag
did,
or
I'd be up in his
anything,
DMs,
but on Instagram threads, Howie Mandel follows me. So
wow,
Yeah.
showing you any of his prolapse or no?
I have seen his prolapse. I have. Well, not his. I've seen the prolapse he
The
presented.
prolapse.
The Industry Baby music video really meant something to me, and if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and do that. So that's for you. So me and Cody have covered our preferences. Who's next, Justin or AJ? Who's filling us in?
Justin.
You
go
went through your
ahead.
honorable mentions too fast for me to pull up images of all of them, but I got some.
Sorry, not all of them were important. It's
Oh
okay.
my god, look at that. The
It was
golden armor.
half of it was music based. Yeah, dude, the first picture of Lil Nas X in that like whatever that like bikini gimmick, the shiny gold, whatever that thing is, dude, forget about it. Sheesh. I mean, goddamn, like, oh my goodness. All right, anyways, I told you it was gonna get heated. Now I'm getting heated about it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I did zero prep for this. But I guess if there's one hot dude who I probably don't have a chance to fuck that would fuck, that'd be Ryan Reynolds.
Nice.
He's got a
That's
cute
That's
butt.
classic.
Got a cute butt.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty, pretty normal. That's pretty normal. Yeah, that's
Okay, I don't want to like. Okay, I'm not saying this because Ryan Reynolds is adjacent to my theory here. Okay, I'm not. Ryan Reynolds is hot. I'm in on Ryan Reynolds. Funny also. You know the guys that are like allegedly hot, but it's like if you ran into them at like a Kohl's, you wouldn't even. You know.
no, they are.
Is
So,
Ryan
like,
Reynolds in that
we're-
category?
I think he's just a little too hot. I think he would stand out. But so like Kirk Cousins, the quarterback from the Minnesota Vikings, dude, honest to God, you couldn't pick him out of a lineup in a Target. Like he does not look that special, but like he's very like conventionally attractive, like boring, like he wears a flannel and drives a pickup truck kind of high.
Wait, you talking about this guy?
I can't see your screen, but I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, this is who's being referred to.
I can't see
I just don't think Kirk Cousins doesn't look like crazy. He doesn't look like particular in a way. He's real tall. And
I think I've
strong
seen
and
him
all
in
that,
Target.
whatever, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think Ryan Reynolds, you'd notice. I mean, mostly because he's incredibly famous, but also he is just like he's got a distinct, look.
You think he always just looks like that? I bet he does.
I'm trying to see what
so
you're talking about.
So that's the one. That's the one from Justin's, Ryan Reynolds. So that means
Ryan
AJ, it's your turn. You got us started. You're gonna get us finished.
Yeah, I am. So with I mean, I'm right there with Pete, right, with Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
That would be my probably the number one.
That's your number one?
Like
That's the one.
Montero, the Montero music video, and the That's What I Want music video too. The shower. Oh man, that.
If we combine our efforts, what are the chances one of us bags Lil Nas X? What do you think's the chance?
One.
With both of you working together.
Maybe a two. There's two of us. And then the runner-up was Jesse Williams.
Oh.
If you played Detroit Become Human, the main character of that. He was also in
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
yep, Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I get it.
Oh,
Yep.
I had no idea the main character to try to become human was a motion cap of a real person.
Oh my
They
God.
all are.
I had no idea. That would have tripped me out had I just come across these photos and been like, why is the Detroit to become human person real?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
A classic.
Okay. Is it the eyes?
A classic.
I don't. There's always just something about like mixed people. I don't know. It's probably because I'm mixed. I don't know. Just mixed people. Mixed. I don't know. They look like me.
Same show because of Grey's Anatomy, and again, not really my type, but the classic Eric Dane as Mark Sloan McSteamy from early Grey's Anatomy. I remember being I was pretty young when I watched Grey's Anatomy, and I remember being like, "Oh wow, that guy's really fucking hot." Like I get it. I get why they talk about him that way.
You know who else? Shamar Moore from Criminal Minds.
Oh,
Criminal.
Damar Moore.
Shamar Moore.
Shamar.
He plays fuck, why can't I think of his name?
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah,
as soon as you see him, you know him, yeah.
The big guy. Probably
Yeah,
also the guy Matthew Gray Gublar who plays he plays Dr. Reed, the nerdy one. Him too.
Oh
He's
yeah.
a great guy outside of that, because you should see his magic trick pictures. I don't know why, they're just heartwarming. He's got like cards and shit.
Do you know the one video game that the game of the year, that the video game awards with Doink is?
What?
Not
Alan Wake
Starfield.
2.
Oh no, they did doink him. That's what the secret is. Hey, we're past 5 minutes on YouTube. We can say, dude, Starfield got fucked, bro.
They got
They
fucked.
literally did.
Got fucked, dude.
Fuck Todd Howard.
All right. Well, I think
That
we
should've
got.
been
I
the
think we got
title.
one last thing to cover here. I still have
Bonus
my
thing?
etymological breakdown
Yes.
of a curious phrase. So I think we're going into our last segment here. So we're going to be discussing a bizarre. This is something that I'm really interested in, just etymology in general. Why do we say the phrases we do? Where did they come from? And the weirdest one that has always stood out, that is maybe the origin point of my curiosity, which makes a good topic for episode 1, is there's more than one way to skin the cat. I have always wondered what sick freak is out here.
Do you have an
skinning
answer
cats.
for us?
I do. I've got my notes
Is
written
Stephen
here.
Avery involved in any way?
No,
Okay.
no. Did he do that?
Yeah, he got to start killing cats. He killed cats when he was young.
well,
That's how I know he did
Lot of serial killers.
Yeah, they
started-
do. That's a big thing.
They start.
But
with
you know what? Hold on though. Okay, so hold on, because Jenna Ortega, she talks about how she did some dissecting of animals. Crispy's Wednesday. She talks about how she did that.
She like in
when she was a kid?
biology class or
No,
like
just like
freestyling?
She's like freestyling. She said that. But like, she's
did
not a
she
serial
kill
killer.
them, or did she kill them to dissect them, or did she just dissect them after they're dead? Because
Let
there's
me-
such a big difference there.
let me see if I can find.
Okay, you look for that while Pete continues.
Yeah, you continue on.
So skinning the cat. Okay, I have a very limited. I researched this like 3 weeks ago, and then it didn't get used in the. Anyways, I used one single source, which was Grammarist.com, an article written by Danielle McLeod. So thank you, Danielle. Shout out to you. So, the pine marten. It is a member of the weasel family, and it is nicknamed a tree cat in Ireland. It's had that nickname for a really long time. So the fur of the pine marten, of this weasel, is considered exceptional in quality, and for a long time they've been hunted and bred for furs. But unfortunately, for anybody here that's hoping that revelation means safe passage for our feline friends, we're still skinning cats. We're not getting out of this because of the tree cat. The pine marten's fur is very expensive, very luxurious, and hard to get. So over time, the domesticated cat, the house cat, became a cheap substitute for the wilder, more lavish pine marten.
Oh no.
So cats became an alternative. The source, a specific instance, is from an 1842 short story called The Overcoat. An impoverished clerk finds himself unable to buy a pine marten fur, so he selects cat fur as a substitute. Now, that's not the origin of this phrase, but it's an early famous example of that situation being in. Because what it is skinning a tree cat is not the only way to skin a cat. So it literally does mean there's more than one way to get a cat fur. It doesn't have to be a tree cat. It can just be a fucking house cat. So it does actually mean to fucking skin a goddamn house cat. So I propose that we fucking cancel this bizarre phrase. I feel like there's a lot of different ways to go about saying, hey, there's more than one way to do this, then there's more than one way to fillet fucking mittens over there. You know
So
what
one
I'm
would
saying?
say there's, when it comes to avenues we have of taking that saying out of everyone's just day-to-day vernacular, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Are you looking for an alternative?
No, I'm just saying you're saying there's so many alternative sayings. So in a sense, to get
I
everyone to
feel like
stop
there's a way
saying
we
it,
can-
because there's so many options to get everyone to stop saying it, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah. So now, from now on, every single time somebody says it, I'm going to skin a real cat.
I just said it like 6 times.
Yeah, I know.
And I
the list is
literally,
building.
the only animal representation we've had on this stream so far is you picking up a cat like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, he's first on the list. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Bruce is a little shit, but he's all right. No, yeah, so I feel like there is a lot of other ways to go about saying, right? Like, there's more than one way to do this. There's more than one way to do that. And I feel like skinning cat is bizarre. I think humans are interesting. It's interesting that such a... At one point, I guess it would have been less offensive, but now it's a bizarre, like... You catch a fucking charge for doing that, probably, right? That's got to be like cruelty.
would
I guess
hope
if you're
so.
killing them for it. There's no way.
Imagine so.
So are you suggesting maybe a new version? Like, do we change
Yeah,
the
like, for
skinning
instance, there's
portion?
more
Do we
than-
change the cat portion? Is like there's more than one way
There's
to
more
skin
than... No, there's not. You know, I guess I'm kind of hard pressed. This wasn't part of my research to come up with an alternative, but I'm thinking that skinning an actual cat is not. Oh, and actually, that is something I left that out from the Grammar's. I don't know if it was from the Grammar's article or for something else that implied that there's more than one way to skin a cat. Meaning, you can do it alive, you can do it by boiling them, you can do it by stringing them up like a fucking deer, like. That was another interpretation that seemed less. That's in more recent, less notable short stories than ones like this. But I'm just saying, man, we could phase out. Like, there's definitely. It's kind of funny that right now, I can't find a way to say there's more than one way to do it because there's more than one way to skin the cat about skinning. The cat.
You didn't come prepared with some alternatives. So your point is we could maybe switch it up, but we don't even know how. Doesn't sound like there is more than one way to skin a cat when it comes to stop saying that.
The only okay, all right.
What about
There's-
cow?
look,
What
there's
about
a
there's more than
Reddit
one way to
post on
skin a
this.
cow?
All roads lead to Rome. That's the top response on a Reddit comment, so I just threw it out.
Okay.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. That's a classic. I don't know if that necessarily means the same.
That sounds like a
That
lot of
doesn't really mean the
numbers
same
to
thing.
remember.
So,
I'm just, when's the last time
on-
you said or heard someone say there's more than one way to skin a cat?
I have not heard that in a long
Because
time.
I think I've
You
heard it
haven't heard
maybe
that
once.
recently?
Maybe once.
Oh,
Second.
okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought awareness to this. It sounds like it's the real issue.
There's gonna be there's more than one way to skin a cat in every episode from here on out. I will make sure.
This
of
is
that.
my. Obviously, Cody's continued research is going to be on celebrity number 6. My continued research is going to be bringing to this group a crowdsourced alternative to skin the cats. So that's what we're doing.
You're gonna find a new way to skin a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've skinned this cat sufficiently. I think we've I think we've hit all the topics. Is there anything that we're
Too much
missing? Did
animal
anybody close
cruelty going on in this.
So I was looking into it. So yes, technically,
Join us next
So
week when we let you know how many ways there are to skin a cat.
no, we are
You can
not
boil
doing
them, you can
that.
broil them, you can put them in a stove.
So yes, you can.
Oh,
So
I
you're
got a
saying
whole list here.
Of ways to skin a cat?
There's more than one way to bake a cake. There's more than one
No.
way
Oh
to
my
cook an
God.
egg. There's more than one way to peel an orange. There's more than one way to catch a rabbit. There's a million alternatives to skinning a fucking cat.
Jesus.
The rest of those are really dumb, and I'm not going to be saying those.
Mhm.
Oh,
You imagine
God.
someone you're trying to figure, and someone's like, "There's more than one way to bake a cake." Like, I'm done.
But is
I'm
there
checking
really
out.
more than one way? Like baking a cake is a science, and you gotta follow the directions exactly.
That's not true.
I don't bake.
You could. There's other ways to make it
There are lots
rise.
of different ways to make, lots of different cakes to make.
There's more than one way to scare a cat. I've seen that. Don't go scaring your cats, but it's preferable to skinning them. I'd say.
Okay, so to answer your question about dissecting animals and becoming a like a possible killer, so Dahmer did not actually kill animals. All he would do is find roadkill and then bring them home and dissect them and collect their bones.
I thought you were looking up Jenna Ortega, and if she killed the cat.
Yeah, she would skin. She would dissect. Sorry, she would dissect.
But did she kill them?
Did she kill them?
No, she didn't kill them.
Oh,
But
okay.
Dahmer also didn't kill them either. He just
Ed Kemper did.
them.
Ed Kemper
Stephen
fucking
Avery did.
strangled
well,
multiple
no.
ladies.
There's quite a few serial killers
Yeah.
that do. I'm not negating the fact that they
Yeah.
do.
There's more than one
But-
way for a serial killer to kill a cat.
There's more than one.
There's more than one way to
there's-
serially kill cats.
There's more criteria to becoming a serial killer other than having to kill the animal to be, you can just dissect it and then become a serial killer,
Hey,
including
okay. I
doing that.
don't know about old homeschool up there, but like, you guys do dissections for science class in school?
but you dissected in school, but you weren't picking up roadkill or going in
No,
your
but
backyard and finding
Yeah,
a dead
no,
animal and just
I
bringing it
dissected
into your
so
house.
much stuff.
Obviously, separately. I'm just curious. Wait, what? Huh? Say it again.
That was disgusting.
Yeah,
What
I
did you
just
say?
dissected all sorts of starfish, frogs,
Actually?
mice, a cow heart.
Yeah, that sounds
The
awful.
cow heart was gnarly.
That
You went
sounds
fucking ballistic. Wait, I'm
literally-
super curious about this because my dissection stories are quite limited.
Really?
Yeah, we did a frog and a cow eye.
That's
That's
it?
it.
Oh, we
Which
did so
cow
much
eyes, by the
stuff.
way, huge because it's the bead that you see is their eye, and then the entire column underneath it. It's way
Yep.
bigger than you think. And then we did a frog. That's all I did. We had an AP bio class, which I was not in because I wasn't good at school. But they did cats in there, and that whole fucking hallway reeked like what is it?
Smelled
Like
Did
formaldehyde or
terrible.
Did they
whatever?
start by skinning them?
I have no idea. Thank God I wasn't in that class when I found out there was several students who refused to do it and shit, like whatever. And the whole hall, is it formaldehyde? Is that the smell I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
That whole hallway reeked like it, the preservative. Yeah. So
Yeah, we
I don't
had
know
to
what they
do
did.
mice.
I couldn't bear to think of it. Yeah. Mice.
We did mice and we did octopi.
Well, that's it because those are fucking aliens.
It
You
was
want my
we
hot
can
take?
do
Hey,
next week we're covering
yeah,
octopuses
but-
for sure.
Well, potential from episode 0, potential topic was the conspiracy theory that we're most in on. And I don't know if this is like a known conspiracy theory. This is
That
personal. Mine. There's
octopuses
no
come
fucking
from
way.
another world.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not from here.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
They're actually from the center of the earth. They're spies.
Highest
know,
Earth's core.
Yeah, they're spies from the Earth's core.
Justin, do you do any dissections in school?
No.
Not in not till college.
Okay. So Cody, you were really running up the score here on everybody else. It sounds like you were dissecting something once or twice a week.
I was taking stuff apart, and my mom's like, "Hey, you want to take organic stuff apart?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, what's in there? Let me get in there."
Wait, okay, hold on. No, we're not just gonna glaze over that and move on to the next thing. You were like taking apart computers, and because you're homeschooled, right? So like,
yeah, I had
how
100,000
does
questions about everything, so I was able to.
So she was like, "Here, cut up this bird." Like what?
Well,
That's
no,
not
they
like
were like
that.
ordered in, like specially for dissecting, except the cow heart. The cow heart came from a butcher at a local grocery store, and I think my dad had asked if they ever had like organs, and they're like, "We can get a cow heart. They're like dirt cheap." Dad's like, "Yeah, let's get the cow heart in here."
Yeah, I got an absolute freak at home that
So-
would just love to.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
want to fucking
yeah.
get in there
Dude,
and
there's
cut that
more
bitch
than one way to
open.
chop up a cow heart. Let me tell you.
Hey, there it is.
Oh,
Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, we've got.
One of my friends was telling me about how her dad had to go through a part of college and when he was in med school, and like they had to get super close to these mice and become really good friends with them, and then they had to kill and dissect them.
Oh, fuck that.
oh no.
And yeah, and I was like, I would never fucking do that. Mm-mm.
Oh, this
Sounds
is
like a
ordered
psychology
dissected,
experiment.
Like they come
Yeah,
already.
he's a psychiatrist.
No, that's fucked up.
So yeah, I was
Serial
like,
killers,
Make
nah,
you
every
fix
one of
peop-
them who participated in that.
Well, this
To
was
make
back
you fix
in like
people,
the
we must
fucking
first
80s.
break you.
So yeah,
Good
no,
God.
not about that shit.
All right.
On that
well, I think
note-
we did it. I think we've successfully navigated an episode. We got some fodder for next week's edition. T for B's every Thursday.
True.
I
Except
guess.
maybe
Well,
we
maybe
ever
not
talked about a
next Thursday.
Thanksgiving episode?
Next week, yeah, we're
Oh
probably
shit!
not
It's
doing that.
Thanksgiving. Hey, T for B's next time it happens. How about
So
that
Thursday
for,
after next. I mean, I'm
advertising?
probably down next Thursday. We don't.
I
Maybe.
mean, I might
I
be
don't know.
too. I don't, not doing anything.
Yeah,
on
I'm not
colonizer
doing
holidays,
anything
but-
because I don't
Pete?
celebrate
We'll figure it
colonizer
out.
holidays. So
Is that's a football day though? You doing football that day?
Every Thursday's a football day. I miss football for this every week.
Oh my!
What a trooper!
My heart.
Yeah, I miss.
Aw.
okay,
I miss the
football is
Ravens-
also on Sunday and Monday. Okay, you
The
got other
Ravens-
fucking days.
Don't
of the week,
Ravens and
dude.
the
water down
Bengals.
Pete's sacrifice.
Divisional rivals in the
Yeah.
AFC North, the Ravens and the Bengals, two of the top teams in the entire AFC, are playing tonight, and I didn't see a fucking minute of it for this. So
Dude, pound it.
there's my. Yeah, there we. Bam, dude, sweet,
Yeah.
sick. All right, well, we're
You
wrapping
just
it
punch
up.
Cody in the dick.
No, but you should say I've been down
Absolute
here.
fucker. Yeah.
I've been down here till the middle of the night. So okay, well, most importantly, and as always, love yourself. We love you all.
Hail Satan.
Hail
Hail
Satan.
Satan. Hell yeah.
All right.
All right, get us
Thanks
out
for
of